And that was your turn. Juliet, what do you do?
So, how many would you say that, like, so there's the willow tree. Are all of the branches kind of like doing things, or only
sort of, like waving around, sort of agitatedly? Like not all of them are like striking at things or whatever, but yeah.
I'm next.
You will actually be able to get there because of your high initiative.
I have 40 speed.
Like,
does that increase me getting there?
Yes.
Okay.
It will.
Juliet's there first then?
Because basically, like, we didn't start until after the willow grabbed Kellen.
Right.
And not Kellen, sorry. After the willow grabbed Sheldrick, and then Sheldrick screamed, and then you guys woke up, and then he got to act again. And then the willow acted, and then he acted, and then now we're sort of entering initiative order. So
gotcha.
It's kind of weird.
19.
Yeah. So because we were on the 17 that was Sheldrick, now we're Juliet.
We rolled the same time, though, right? Juliet and I?
Yeah. So wouldn't Kellen go first, then?
Not really.
I don't understand the process.
What happened was Kellen rolled a 19, Willow rolled a 17. We inserted Sheldrick at the 17 because he was going immediately after the Willow. Juliet also rolled a 17. But because we were on initiative step 17, now we're going down.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, like...
okay, so it didn't start at you. You're actually going to go last, so to speak.
But... because you got so high, I'm giving you a bonus to your movement. So, like, next turn, you'll just be able to run up there and get there.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, it's that weirdness of transitioning between narrative into combat order stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I just pictured it as they didn't even have to roll initiative, the Willow and Cohh. They just did this at the same time. And then the round started.
Right. I see. That also makes sense. I could have done it that way if I had thought about it.
Okay.
Okay, so do I need to take this turn getting there?
So yeah, you're like 100 feet away. So like if you move and then dash, then you'll get 60 feet there and you'll be 40 feet away.
Okay, yeah,
if you have any ranged weaponry, then...
no, I think I've only grabbed my maul.
Okay.
So I'm assuming my maul was within, like, distance of just grabbing and running. So I grab my maul and I run as far as I can in the one turn.
Okay. Cool. So you run 60 feet there. You're getting close. Kurthak, you could move 40 feet and then be 60 feet away, or you could move 80 feet and be, like, basically very close to the branches of the tree.
80 feet, yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Kurthak dashes through the forest, super speed. Kellen, your turn. You're already halfway there because of how quickly you reacted to this. Okay. So you're only 50 feet away.
Cool. So a move and attack is 30 and then an attack?
Yep.
Okay. So I can't get there and actually take a swing yet.
You could fire a bow though, right?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm assuming like when I get up, heard the sound, grab the bow, grab what, because I have two short swords. I'm sure I only grab one of each. So I grab the bow and the quiver and the short sword. I'm throwing the short sword down, grabbing an arrow and knocking it and letting loose, trying to go through some branches.
Cool. Yeah, sure. Roll an attack.
Okay.
Steve, while I do that, can you describe us exactly what this tree looks like right now? Like, is it a tree by the side of the river that has its tendrils in the river? So all we really see is a tree and the tendrils?
So it's a willow, right? So there's like a large branch that's sort of slanted and its roots are going into the river. And then it's got this sort of umbrella halo of hanging branches all around it. And so like, Kellen, you're like 10 feet away from the branches. Kurthak is like next to the hanging branches of the willow because the willow is like 20 feet in radius, basically.
Okay.
And like the branches near the river are all like reaching into it, but the branches outside are just kind of waving in an agitated manner. Kellen, you do hit some of these branches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yep, and that is... Nice.
Damn, dude. Okay, so it's clear that your arrow hitting the wooded branches here, it's not doing the kind of damage you would normally have expected. Oh, actually, that should only be a +3 damage. I'm sorry. You don't add your proficiency bonus to the damage that you deal.
Oh, so I add, excuse me, I add the proficiency bonus to the attack roll rather
Yes,
than the damage.
but not the damage.
Yeah,
so
so it should be D20 plus 5, and then your damage is D8 plus
Cool.
3.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Much better.
So,
Than do damage anyways.
Yeah, so it's clear to you that like your arrow isn't doing the amount of damage that you would normally have expected, but it's also clear to you that it did some damage. Like it whiffs through a couple of these branches and shears them off, and like you can see all of the leaves all around the tree just like shuddering, all in unison, like shivering almost. So yeah, okay, excellent. So the willow lashes out at CohhCarnage, who's right next to it, basically. So one attack at CohhCarnage and then 2 attacks at Shaldrick. So CohhCarnage, yeah, that hits.
Oh fuck!
It grabs you with one of these strands of willow branch. CohhCarnage, make a strength saving throw.
Okay. 13.
Okay, it lifts you off the ground and you go flying through the air. There's like branches whipping your face as you go, and then cold, wet, like water just rushes all over you, fills your eyes, ears, mouth. It's holding you down under the water.
Okay.
2 attacks to Shaldrick. 1 misses. I think the second one hits. Shaldrick, what's your armor? Well, I guess you're not wearing your armor because you were... Oh, no, but you were on watch. Yeah, so it seems natural that you would have been wearing your armor.
I'm only 14, though.
Okay, yep. It grabs you again. Make a strength saving throw. Oh, yep. It just grabs you from where you are in the river, picks you up, bloomp, and dunks you straight under the water.
Can I do something while that's occurring?
Like
just a social, not an actual move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, while I'm being lifted off after just recovering and coughing and barely while I'm being carried in the air, I yell Juliet, and I point at her earring and I say that, and then I point back at the tree, and before I can say anything, I get pulled underwater.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's your turn, Shaldrick. You're underwater. There's water rushing past you everywhere. You're being held down against the bottom of the river. It's probably like 2 or 3 feet deep right here. The water's very clear. So with your dark vision, you can probably actually see out above the water. It's rushing past you. What do you do?
Now, when it pulled me back under, was it the same format as before, where it grabbed me around my arms, or do I have
it grabbed you around your waist? I think you've got your arms free this time.
Got my arms free.
Yep.
What? Sorry to ask so many questions. What kind of connecting material do we have going back to the main tree? Is this something that if I look at it, I could realistically attack, like the part that's grabbed onto me?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it's like a rope.
I have 2 swords. So I'm going to take out both my swords in the air while I'm being pulled under.
Okay.
And right when we go into the water, I'm going to swing both of them, kind of like a scissor.
Yeah.
Let's try to scissor that in half.
Great. So you're going to be swinging with disadvantage because you're underwater, but make both of your attacks.
So you can just click the buttons for that, instead of actually typing it out.
Yeah, so there's actually a disadvantage button. You can just click it.
Okay, so I click. Let's see here. So my total modifier for attacking is going to be, since these are both short swords, my dex.
Mm-hmm.
So 3, okay.
Plus your proficiency bonus.
Which is 2, so 5 total.
Yep. Okay, so your first attack misses, and let me think. How does it work with offhand attacks? I think
There's
it's
no
that
bonus.
Yeah, I think it's that you don't get your proficiency bonus on the second attack.
So
Yep.
you click the disadvantage, do 3 without my proficiency.
Huh. Nice. Okay, so both of these attacks, unfortunately, you just totally whiff. You're just flailing in the water. Anybody who's looking at this just sees swords flashing up out of the water and just water spraying everywhere, and that's all. Juliet, your turn. You heard Shaldrick shout, "Juliet!" Bloosh.
I did, but the second that I saw a branch attack CohhCarnage, I rage out and go for that branch.
Oh shit! Okay.
So rage gives me a +2 to my damage, right? So I don't add that to my attack roll. Okay.
Yep.
So I just roll a 20. Fuck.
Well, a 20 fuck.
Wow,
God,
that's terrible. So like, I guess,
Kurthak, duck!
I guess you like ran over to where Kurthak is being held under the water and tried to like swing at it. And I feel like what happens, Juliet, is like you're running, like sprinting at top speed. You hit the water and you just like faceplant because you get slowed down so heavily by the water.
God damn it.
You hear underwater. You hear
just
underwater.
I wanted to save you.
You hear underwater like the sound, but bubbles come up your ear.
Kurthak, your turn. You're being held underwater by this.
Do I have my hands free?
Yes.
So I have. I want to use the axe and like use the bottom of it to like try to cut free. And then I can make 2 attacks per round, but it's not like I'm going to be able to punch the fucking wood, right?
Yeah, no, you can't.
I can't be like, "Puh," and just try to crack.
You
Can I?
can't.
Stop it.
I mean, martial artists break boards with their hands, right?
All right. Then I would like to. I'll do that. So I'll make my 2 attacks.
Cool.
This is the hand axe. 12.
Nice, that hits.
Okay, here's the damage for the hand axe. That's slashing.
Okay. Yeah, your hand axe just like sort of bounces against the bark of this thing that's holding you under, and it doesn't actually deal any damage.
Okay. And here is the fist attack.
Wow, you guys!
This is terrible.
Guys! Okay, good. And that's a complete miss.
Now, people are saying inspiration. Do you get that for failing? Like crit fails?
Inspiration?
Like people were saying that. I don't know like what the hell they're talking about.
That's
So you can
you get inspiration for playing, basically for role playing very well.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, no problem.
So actually, Zeke, let me give you inspiration for role playing that scene with your dad, which was awesome. I think I enjoyed seeing that. So hang on, let me look up drowning, because now it's going to start getting important. Meanwhile, Kellen, be thinking about what you're going to do on your turn.
I know exactly what I'm going to do, baby.
Tell me about it.
Well, since I feel inspired, and since I'm a pretty wise guy, and I kind of can put 2 and 2 together. I'm going to, and I saw my opportunity because Juliet fell face first in the mud. I'm going to sprint up there as best I can, rip the earring out of her ear, and try and clasp it onto a branch.
Okay. So, give me an attack roll to try and hit Juliet, because she's just like floundering in the water right now.
Now, do I have to do inspiration before or?
No, you can do it after. Like, you can see the result and then say, I'm going to spend my inspiration on that.
Cool. So an attack roll of strength or dexterity or just basic attack?
Yeah, it'd just be a basic attack.
So that would...
It's melee, so it's strength.
Okay. So that would be plus...
I swear to God, if you
plus
kill
1.
me.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be? Well, I'm not going to argue for Zeke. Never mind.
Well, no, I know, like dexterity, like, but it's really just me ripping it off. So
Yeah, I suppose.
I think dexterity might come next when I'm trying to get it on the branch or whatever. Here we go.
Do you want to use dexterity?
No, it's
It
all
doesn't
right.
matter.
Already rolled.
You actually hit.
Okay, so I
Juliet's
grab the earring,
Yeah.
rip it off,
Okay.
a branch.
Juliet, you take 1d4 damage from this earring being ripped out of your ear.
Oh, I thought he like
damn it.
ripped off your ear.
Should I just roll it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome.
All
Only
right. Yeah,
damage, cool.
you take 1 damage from this. And so, Kellen, you grabbed the earring, but you're not going to be able to put it on the branch until your next turn.
Okay, well then I will if I can act defensively, and I don't know if I have that ability to be like
I think
getting bonuses or whatever.
that would take another action. So what you did basically is you moved over to Juliet, and then you used your action to grab it off of her. Yep. Okay. So the willow, it's got a hold of both Kurthak and Shaldrick, and Kurthak and Shaldrick, each of you see like the branches like sort of rear up into like striking mode, and then comes like zipping towards you with razor sharp leaves on the ends of them.
Yeah.
And
So Kurthak, you get hit, and oh man, so does Shaldrick. So let's see what kind of damage that
God.
would.
and don't forget while you're raging dodger to take and count your bonuses.
I only get a bonus to if I hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
So-
adds to my damage.
Shaldrick, you take 5 damage, and Kurthak, you take 12 damage.
Okay.
Okay, Shaldrick, your turn.
All right. So just to be clear, Juliet has not become a pile of body parts, correct?
Correct. Not yet, anyway. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are underwater, you can hold your breath for a number of minutes, equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
So I have 3 minutes.
Yes.
I have 2 minutes. Now, does every round last a minute?
Every
No,
round,
every round is 6 seconds. So basically, you're not going to drown over the course of combat.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Excellent.
I am being held under. Wait, I'm being held underwater. The tree just attacked me. Both my hands are free.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and let's try the exact same thing we did last time. Let me. I'm gonna go ahead. Both swords go right back into that connecting branch.
Okay. Make those attacks. You got disadvantage.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. No,
So it's disadvantage 5 first,
Wait.
and then disadvantage 3.
Steven,
Okay.
Yes.
while he's making the save, was that a missile attack?
No, it was a melee attack.
Damn it. Okay.
Yep.
Because
Okay,
I
that's a
can
hit.
catch arrows now.
It is a hit.
Yes.
Great.
right.
So my sword is the attack bonus 5, 1d6 plus 3 minus 3 because it had the damage.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
So I just do 1d6, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Exactly.
God, you got to get a 6 to damage it, I think.
Oh man.
Oh, this is just for damage. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're like your sword is like springing off of these sturdy branches that are like whipping out and grabbing you in the water. So make your second attack. Okay, your second attack is a miss. Juliet, someone just tore that earring out of your ear.
Yeah, what the fuck? That fucking hurt.
Let it rage build you.
Yeah, I'm still raging. Would I be able to stand up and attack that branch again?
Yes.
Okay, I do that.
Yeah, okay. What kind of weapon are you using, Juliet?
My maul.
Okay, cool.
All right. Oh, holy shit! I swear to God. Do I hit?
12 is a hit.
You don't have any
thank
modifiers?
You're using
What?
you also get bonuses to that. So you get your strength bonus, so that's
you get
plus
a 15.
3.
Yeah.
And you're proficient, so you get plus 2. So that's not a 12, that's a 17.
Yeah,
Ah,
don't forget
sick.
that.
That's a solid hit. You really nail that branch. Of course, you're using basically a hammer to attack a tree branch. So tell me how much damage you do.
I think your
Okay,
maul is
so
like D12 or some shit.
It's probably pretty big.
I have 2d6 plus 3, and then plus 2. So 2d6 plus 5.
Sounds right to me.
2d6
Wait,
plus
where are you getting the plus 2 from? I think it's just 2d6
From
plus 3.
raging.
Oh, you're raging. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Damn, 2d6 plus
Yeah,
5.
I'm fucking angry. They're attacking
Fucking,
my
that's a
baby
huge
daddy?
roll.
Hell nah.
Damn.
11?
Yeah, so you deal a good chunk of damage to it. Though you notice that not only is it kind of resistant to damage in general, but also using a bludgeoning weapon like a maul is probably even less effective. So you only deal a small amount of damage to this branch that's holding Kurthak, right?
Yeah.
But you do snap it. So yeah, like you make a huge swing and your maul sort of bounces back, and then you swing again and you finally break through it.
Okay.
So wait, I'm not underwater anymore?
You're not being held anymore.
Okay, I get up out of the water and go attack the main, like, the actual tree.
Okay.
And I will spend a key point to use Flurry of Blows as well.
Awesome. So that gives you 3 attacks total.
Yep. So here's the hand axe attack.
Cool.
22.
Yeah, man, you nail it.
Beauty.
Here is the fist attack, the first one. Non-Flurry of Blow. 13.
That's a hit?
Here's the Flurry of Blows attack. 13.
Yeah, totally.
So,
Yay.
we're going to do damage. And then something else will be, can you make a strength check for me real quick?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know, what would be your strength saving throw? Does it have it on that character?
Yeah.
Are you successful?
I mean, I got a 10. What's the difficulty class on this?
It doesn't say.
Huh. Where should I read in the book?
I will message it to you.
Yeah, okay.
And then while we're doing that, I'll roll my damage.
Sweet.
Actually, I can just give you the page. It's like page 76-ish. Let me roll the damage here.
76-ish.
6 plus 3, 8 damage. D4 plus 3, 7, 7. So 14, 22 damage.
Okay, yeah. So,
It's 8 plus
is
wisdom
that?
plus proficiency. It's 13, so you failed.
yes.
Now, did I just move a tree 15 feet away from me, Steven?
No, no. But like for those of us who are watching, we see Kurthak run up and like you hack at the tree, and then you like deliver 2 punches to the tree trunk. And because it cannot move, it's rooted to the ground, the force of your blows is amplified. You deal full damage to the tree, no damage reduction. So, like, I guess it's
nice.
8... Yeah, I mean, it's... How much damage was that
22
total?
damage.
22 damage?
Jeez.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, so, like, basically, what does it look like when you expend your key to do this, Kurthak?
Like the first 2 attacks look completely normal, and then like the second attack, I just like get deeper seated in the stance and just make like a. There's more like power going into it, and it's obviously an open hand strike because that's the power.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So like you just like slap your palm against the tree, and normally you would have expected anything you hit like this to go flying about 15 feet away, but instead what happens is that the tree just like slow motion hand slaps the tree. There's like a ripple in all of the bark around it, and then the tree, like the entire trunk of the tree, just explodes into splinters, flying around. And like all of the branches like fall and hang broken, and Shaldrick, you're immediately let go, and you hear a shriek, and like this woman comes tumbling out of the tree on the other side, and she's just like bloodied all over. She's actually got like, she's naked. She has like a strange green skin with leaf patterns all over her body, and her hair is like willow branches like falling over her shoulders, and she just perishes on the spot.
So she is dead, gone.
She is dead.
Well, okay, can I... Oh, God, please let this work. I really want to run over to her before she, like, bleeds out and dies.
Okay.
And I want to slap that bracelet on her. Because I'm sure an earring to
wait.
Juliet is a bracelet to her.
Steven, Fury of Blows is 2 attacks, so I'd do another attack as well, but it doesn't matter. She's dead.
Yeah, but I thought it was like you had your hand axe and then your 2 flurry of blows attacks, right?
So it says immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So it's actually 4 attacks.
No, because your attack action requires
just-
it only gives you 1
okay.
attack.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
exactly.
That
So
was
we
going crazy.
made the right number of attacks.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. So you run over to her and you slip this. I guess you'd use it as a ring rather than as a bracelet.
Sure, whatever.
But yeah, you like slip it on her finger, but she expires as you do.
Okay, well, that's like a gamble. Like, do I know like when? Because as far as like D&D rules, like you bleed out, you make death saves, whatever the hell. Like, as far as that goes, would I think that I'd have enough time before she actually bleeds to death, or is
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that she is dying, and you can slip this thing
I'll
on her.
slip it on. I think this belongs to you, and let it go, and hopefully and pray.
Okay. Yeah. She just sort of like gurgles wetly as green sap bubbles out of her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's clear she's swiftly declining.
Okay, and I look at my and after that happens, if she's swiftly declining, since what I think happens is you pick it up and then you drop it, I'll chop her fucking hand off.
Okay, yeah. You just like bring up your short sword and just chop off her hand. And it doesn't chop like flesh; it chops more like wood, right? There's like a splintering sound. Her hand falls off onto the ground, and she just dies. Right?
Okay, so no disintegration or nothing.
Nope.
Okay.
See,
guys, we were worried about nothing.
You ripped that thing out of my fucking ear. What if I had like died and then Kurthak would have died because I wouldn't have been there to like save him. So
As the two of them are talking, I go and like grab Shaldrick out of the water.
Nice.
I thought this through. I knew that if the curse were the person who were touching it, I actually did you a favor and took the curse from you.
But you didn't know. You didn't know that I wasn't gonna die in the water.
But I had to act fast to save our friends from drowning. I mean, that seemed like a good point.
I'm going to stand up and say, we didn't even know that it was bad for us. For all we know, that bird gave its life trying to bring us something to defeat it. We have no clue what it is. And I'm going to walk over and pick it up off the hand and kind of hold it up and look at it.
Okay, yeah. It's got like sticky sap on it, but other than that, it looks as usual.
Is it still in the exact same shape from when Juliet bent it?
Roughly. I mean, I don't think it's been treated too harshly since then. Like, I think pulling it off of her ear probably bent it a little bit out of shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kind of spin around and hold it up and kind of say, what we need to do is figure out what this is. Where can we go to make that happen?
While that's going, like you say that, I'm just like, no, what we need to do is not leave camp in the middle of the fucking night. Why were you down here? What led you down here, please?
Yeah, brother, go ahead. Tell him. Tell him what you did.
Shut up!
I'm just kind of like looking around
Now,
with my hands up.
At this point, I'm kind of like assessing everything that had happened that evening. And realizing that these guys have no idea what I saw or what I did. So I'm going to hold it and I'm going to say, and at this point, I'm going to take a minute or two and explain everything to the party what happened. Starting with, well, first this woman was there, and I'm going to be careful not to talk about Maldrick the whole time.
Okay.
He was standing next to me nodding the whole time.
Got it.
So at the end of that, so I'm holding this device, this item, and I'm going to say, so whatever that woman was, I'm not sure if she wanted us to have this. And that's and then I look around.
Yeah, I'm kind of like surveying the area, more fearful of another attack than actually pondering on what you've said.
Well, you can go ahead and keep it.
Yeah.
We'll find someone. I'm sure the elves have a better idea. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm doing the wrong guy. No, I'm sure the elves have a better idea of what it is and what it does. So you can keep it. I know that dwarves are more stout against evil fever and flux. So go ahead, put it in your pack, and we'll consider it later.
Do you think that elves have earrings?
Anyway, should we rest a while, heal up? I will look after all of your wounds, and then I say we head out at midday, make it as far as we can, and then camp again.
So before we say any decisions, I raise it up and look at it and kind of bend it in my fingers a little and go, you know what? I think I at least can find a use for this. And I turn around and walk off into the brush.
What?
Oh my God, where are you going?
No, let him.
What do you
look,
think about
look,
that,
we won't
Juliet?
save him this time. He won't be saved this time. Look.
Okay.
I just wave my hand as Juliet calls and say, don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
We weren't worried in the first place. We're going back to the camp.
I slowly raise a middle finger over my head as I'm walking away.
Awesome.
Okay. So, what do you do off in the brush alone, Juliet? You're gonna just let this happen?
Yeah, he's like walking out. Look, that earring isn't going to fit in my ear anymore because it was ripped out.
Yeah.
So,
After her ear, if she'll let me.
yeah, I let you.
Okay.
So I'm alone by myself out in the brush.
Oh,
And then
JP, make a perception roll
Okay.
because you were on the lookout for extra danger.
Oh, okay. Wait, what? Oh.
Yeah, what about the rest of those trees? There was more than
Crit.
just one tree.
Okay. Yeah. You peer through the darkness, JP, with your dark vision, and you judge that there are no further threats around. Like all of the other trees around along the bank of the river are acting completely normally.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'd like sheath my axe and start making my way back to the camp to pack it up.
Shaldrick, what are you doing?
So out in the brush, nearish to camp, somewhat within eyesight, but around a few things so people can't see what I'm doing. I kind of kneel down and pull some reeds aside, and there's the remains of Maldrick. And kind of looking around and looking back and forth, I kind of look down at the rotted tie that's holding the bag closed.
Yeah.
And I put down the metal piece and I coil it together and make a nice little silver tie for Maldrick. And on the bag, you can see his skull, where the burlap's kind of going over it. And I put my hand down on the skull and I say, "Getting you a little bling, brother." And I kind of tap it a few times, look up at the spirit of Maldrick, who is kind of just looking down at me. And then I get up and loop the rope through my belt and drag it back to camp with me.
Awesome. All right, so you guys rest. Let's take our break, and then we'll come back and find out what happens over the rest of the evening.
Perfect.
Sounds good. We'll take our break. We'll come back and go into the final hour after this, guys. We'll be right back. More Roleplay The West March is coming up in just a sec.